Chapter 3 in the Men's Divorce Survival Guide is fitness. We need a physical outlet at this point in time. Your tolerance for suffering tends to increase when you're depressed, and chances are good, even if you're not clinically depressed, you feel pretty terrible about yourself. Part of this may be guilt. Part of this guilt may turn destructive. You may want to punish yourself. So you can use this to your advantage by focusing that energy productively. There's, limitless options. You can rock climb. You can run alone with a friend. You can do body weight exercises in your room, in your own home, without any external implements. You don't need weights to get a good workout. Start going to the gym with a gym buddy, alone, whatever works for you. You can join a commercial fitness group. I joined CrossFit when I got divorced, and it gave me a community of people to work out with and suffer right alongside. You can do road biking alone with a friend, get more sunshine, get more air, spend more time outside rather than inside. These are positive changes that you can easily make in your life, especially with some of the free time you are likely to now have. I didn't like myself when I was going through my divorce, and so the decisions that I had made in my marriage sort of haunted me. And without productive outlet for that energy, it could easily have turned into something very negative and destructive. So knowing that I didn't like who I had been, and I wanted to become somebody that I liked, I tried to turn that energy into something beneficial to myself. So once I joined CrossFit, it gave me a community of people that was competitive, it was fun, it was friendly, and it was a really good atmosphere for me. I lived in a town of about 15,000 people at the time, so the distance that I had to travel from work to the gym was manageable, and from the gym back home, it didn't take long, and it worked really well for me. I had a dog at the time named Caesar, and I bought a weight vest for CrossFit. I started wearing the weight vest when I took him for walks. After I wore it with all the weights in it, I think it was 60 pounds. I wore it the first time and took him for a walk. And it took about 5 minutes for my body to decide that this was not for me. That was unimaginably heavy. And so I figured, hey, this is something that I can work up to. This is something that is hard, that I can do consistently and get better at. So once I started walking my dog with my weight vest on, it sort of made me feel kind of clever for having thought of it. Like, hey, you thought of something that you could do to make your life a little bit better while doing something that you already have in your schedule, without taking any more time, without too much trouble at all. So, I dropped the weight to like 35 pounds, started walking him regularly, and eventually worked up to 60 pounds. And that sense of feeling clever gave me a sense of self-efficacy. Like, hey, you can have good ideas, and you have the capacity to follow through on them, and you can make your life better. It sort of balanced out the hopelessness and the insufficiency that I was experiencing at the time. At the same time, the base that I was stationed at was putting on races on Saturdays, just like 5K, 10K races. And so I started running in those on Saturday mornings before my CrossFit workouts. And Saturday morning workouts were like group workouts where it was more fun, it was more, the structure was a little more loose, but you spent more time working out. And so I would run, go to CrossFit, and I was able to spend my time doing things that were difficult, but that I enjoyed and that made me feel good, and allowed me to spend more time with people that came to become good friends. So when you approach fitness, take it slow at first, give yourself grace, be intentional, about how you want to focus the energy that you have into your body, into yourself. If you're anything like me, the results will be transformative. They will also contribute to sleep. You will sleep better the harder you work out. You might feel really sore in the morning. It might be hard to get up and get around. Take it slow at first, but you're not going to be flush with energy at the end of the day after you've done a really, really good workout. And that'll help contribute to better quality sleep in the evenings. And especially at first, you might not be sleeping very much. So that'll be the next chapter of discussion. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, feel free to like, subscribe, share it with somebody that you think might benefit from it. I'll see you in the next one.